Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, autoappraise.com. Just north of Detroit, Michigan today, May 31st, 2011. Sorry for the out of focus there. We're inspecting a 1964 Plymouth Belvedere. I've got the car up on jacks right now, jack stands. And we'll start with the underneath. Got a very, very clean underbody. The K member was taken out of the vehicle and sandblasted and repainted. All the control arms were taken apart and sandblasted and painted and rebushed with polyurethane bushings, all new tie rod ends, ball joints, sleeves, you name it. Rubber stubs, they've all been changed. This 440 motor is bored out to a 472. It runs real nice, you'll hear that later. It's got really nice 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust all the way back. The exhaust is just starting to show some cosmetic decay on the coating. It's got upgraded disc brakes in the front. We ran a magnet around the exterior lowers. You can see how nice and clean and clear that base clear repaint is. The paint's about 4 years old, according to the date on the can. The reflective quality is wonderful. Even in a light color, you can still read bold print in this paint from 14, 16 inches away. It's going to be hard to see in this video, but it's deep. It looks good for white paint. All the factory spot welds are nice and easily visible along the pinch welds. Again, the camera is going to go out of focus a little bit in this darkness. It wants more light. The unitized members are all in real good shape. None of the die holes have stretch marks in them. The floor pans are real solid and stable. They've got a coating of sound deadener and undercoat visible, but I ran a magnet all the way along the floor pans, inner rocker structure, and it's all really nice and the adhesion's great. I've got still photos of all of that. Frame ties have been put in to help stabilize that 472 cubic inch motor. You'll notice a little bit of paint scrape here, and that's what visible surface rust is on the unitized frame member there, but no big deal. It's got stainless steel exhaust, 3-inch with an H-pipe mandrel bent, all welded together real nicely. The 440's been all taken apart and rebuilt. And I just reviewed the receipts from less than 1,000 miles ago, where the rear end was all taken apart. It's an 8 3/4 housing, new leaf springs. These perches were moved inboard to accommodate bigger tires. We'll get a look around the back side of the car. Got a standard fuel tank in it, but it's got an electronic fuel pump. Holley, I believe. Axle housing was all taken apart and rebuilt. It's got new axles, all new seals, bearings, the whole thing. The whole posi unit's new. The receipt shows a substantial rebuild, but the body on this thing is just beautiful. You can see these original unitized rails have never been pulled on. No sections visible. The inside quarter panel splashes all along here. You can see the original ridges and corrugation, reinforcement in the sheet metal. You can see the original drain plugs up there. Wheel wells are all nice. We hung magnets all the way along here. You can see the spot welds pretty clean and clear. Really solid, stable underbody on this 1964 Belvedere. We're going to show you a little more on the test drive. Jason Phillips from Auto Appraise, autoappraise.com, doing a 3-hour-long comprehensive inspection today on a 1964 Plymouth Belvedere.